I don't know, did I make a mistake here?
Hola, what's up everybody? If you guys are interested in any merch, discounts, or tools that I use, please go to the first link in the description. It'll take you to my website. Stay up to date, see all the platforms that I post on, and you can also check out the tool link. Once you click on it, you go here. Everything's broken down into categories, so you can easily find whatever you're looking for. Now enjoy the video.
Hola guys, bienvenidos, welcome and welcome back. Now behind me, I have my old van, right? And if we take a spin around, we got our new van. So looks like we're gonna do our annual van tour, because obviously I gotta spec this one out. And we'll see, it's new, it's something new. We have a Ford Transit 250, I believe. So we're gonna, you know, I gotta spend the day here, you know, move everything over from, you know, this van over to that one, and it's not gonna fit the same, so we gotta figure out a new layout. This one's very unique. I'll show you why right now. It came loaded out with stuff, a lot of it which I might not even use, and we'll get to that. But we're gonna get creative, we're gonna see what we can do with it. And let me show you a look around the van first. Just if you guys are, you know, interested in what kind of van it is, what it looks like, and the storage it has. Because I was actually looking for a taller van, but after driving this one around, I think this is probably the biggest that I'll get. So this is the old van. Okay, there's so many clouds, but the sun is like right in between all of them. It looks like it might rain actually. You would think, right? We're October, it would be nice out, but according to the weather, and I can feel it, it's in the morning, but it's 90. It's still 90s. It's probably gonna get up to 100. I think today's the last 100 day that we have.
Nope.
And then we'll finally get that nice fall weather.
Nope.
Let me show you real quick what it looked like before. So, I don't know, in case you guys are interested, this is the old layout. I have a bunch of tanks, so that's going to be one of the, you know, obstacles there. I don't do too much shelving. I actually ripped out, I think, two of these Adrian steel shelves that were on this side back to back, or side to side. And I ripped those out because I went to pack out. So I might end up doing the same thing with the one that I just bought because it was loaded out. But worst case scenario, we don't use them, we'll take them out. But if you guys are interested in what this looked like, how this build went, check out the video. I'll leave it in the description. Apparently I do a van tour every year. It's because we usually upgrade or, you know, change out vans. So you'll see it right away, but I actually have to take a call. Got some sponsored stuff. I have some stuff planned coming up really soon. So I just want to say thank you guys for subscribing, you know, watching the content. You know, remember to leave a like, leave a comment, be subscribed if you haven't yet. The channel is doing really well. I got a lot of cool stuff. Actually this month, I'm going to post this right away, but I got a lot of cool stuff this month that I have to record. Companies reaching out, different little things that I have to do. So right now I got to take a quick phone call for that, and then we'll get to the van. All right, let me quickly show you the front. I guess that's the most boring part, right? Funny enough, this is the first work vehicle of mine that has power windows and power locks, so I'm gonna greatly appreciate that. We got plenty of cup holders and cubbies. We'll see. This is actually smaller than the Chevy Express that I have, as far as like cabin space, which is, it's not much of a difference, but I can tell, especially between the seats, because I had a ice chest in the other one, and here we have this thing that I've seen a lot of people with. But you know, it's your standard little Ford. Let's see, your Ford interior. All right, if you guys know me, I like to change out my stereos, but I don't know, I don't want to take this apart, or if I find something cool, then maybe, but if not, on my personal vehicle, I don't want to take it apart either. I just put a dash stereo up here that handled Bluetooth and my maps, my Apple CarPlay. Might do that here, but we got that. Already got this set up so we can do some in the van shots. So yeah, this space right here is a little bit smaller. The rest of it's okay. I don't see any issues with the space in here. We're going to mount maybe like a sticker wall here. I need to do that. Been wanting to put some magnets that I have up here. And yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, it's metal, so I'm not gonna use it as an armrest. It's freaking hot right now. That's why I have the car on too, because it's super hot outside. But yeah, I've seen a lot of guys with this. I don't know what I would use this for. I mean, I could put my power inverter in here or something, but I know it's for tablets and miscellaneous things, but I feel like I'm just gonna fill this up with junk and it's gonna be useless. I saw bolts, so maybe we'll just rip it out. Yeah, I can see where it's held together, so I don't know, just an idea. I might take that out, get a little more space in here, put something else down here that might fit some things that I need to carry and be on my way with that. But yeah, pretty standard stuff. Got our shifter up here, which I'm not used to, but I'll get used to it. It is hot. Give me a second. All right, so the angle's not bad, right? It's a little different. It's a little, I don't know, it makes me look taller than I think I am, but yeah, so just so you know, we don't buy our vehicles brand new. I don't think there's a reason we have to. So we got a really good deal on this one. Has some nice speakers from what I can see. I see tweeters as well, but I don't know. That's a big thing for me is when I drive hours a day, right? So I could be driving 2 hours to a call, and then that's 2 hours back. I could drive an hour to a lot of mine are like 45 minutes to an hour. Unless it's really local, then it's still 20 to 30 minutes for me to get to that town that's close by. But a lot of the faraway calls are going to be 45 minutes to an hour to 2 hours, an hour and a half or so. So riding, in this van all day, I really love either listening to music or podcasts, which I need to get more into, but I listen to both. So I really want a nice crisp sound and any tint. I need to get this tinted. You can see the outside really well. But yeah, I like really crisp audio. It actually doesn't sound too bad. It is a newer Ford. So like I said, we have pretty good speakers, tweeters. Just need to see. I haven't even looked up how to change out the stereo on this. I usually do it myself, and then I usually run a sub behind the chair there, which I do have space for one. I use one of those low profile subs, and I stick it behind the chair. So should work there. If I plan to do that, my dad will get the old one, my old van, because we like to keep them as backups. So like I said, we don't buy brand new vehicles. It's just not in or there's no reason for it. So brand new vehicles are stupid expensive, and I understand you finance them, you can lease them, whatever it may be, but fuck, that's hot. The way our guys run vehicles into the ground, we try to keep up with them, but it's just not worth it. One of our guys has a Ford Transit Connect, I believe. It's a smaller version. We've had to take it into the shop recently, but granted, like I said, we're out there hours a day on the commercial side, and I don't mean like 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. I mean like hours at a time, right? So like I said, an hour out this way, an hour out another way, another 45 minutes in one drive this way. Like, those are all big numbers at the same time. So we run them into the ground. But like my old one, I ran that one well over 300,000 miles. It still runs fantastic. We take care of it. I take it in when I need to. I can tell when something's off. with something and we'll take it in. A lot of it's just like tune-ups, your spark plugs, your oil changes. You need to check your transmission often. So that one runs great. There was nothing wrong with it. I could have ran it another year, which I had planned to, but you know, this was too good of a deal to pass up, and it came fully loaded, which I'll show you. And I can be creative with it, and I have a different setup that I want to try here, and if I don't like it, you know, then I'll just rip everything out, which is not a big deal, and we'll go to the setup that we had in the other van and kind of just mimic it in this one. But I'm going to try something new with it, and this one is used over 100,000 miles, but it's in really good condition. So as long as you maintain it, you kind of know your vehicles. Like this one, we have to be careful with the transmission on it because I don't think I can check it myself. I think that one has to be checked, or you have to take it in to get checked, transmission fluid and the transmission itself. Right now I'll pop the hood and see what it looks like. I haven't even looked at it. So other than that, and it came with the ladder racks, which I'm super stoked about too. I had to climb up on my old one to get ladders down, which really sucked. I hated, you know, using my 6-foot ladder, but now just wheel it on down or slide it on down and take it with me wherever I need to, because I need that ladder a lot. I just hate getting it, so I always ask for the customer's, you know, ladder at their place, and now I don't have to. All right, so here's our little engine that could. Pretty different from, like I said, I've only really known Chevy Express. I had an Astra one time, and that was way too small for me. Just wanted to see where the fuse box was, so that if I need to connect power now on my Express, there was an opening I could use, but we'll have to see how I'm going to run any power to anything like an inverter or speakers or whatever it is. All right, so now let's take a look at the back. That's going to be one cool aspect. I've never had one except for the Astra, which I didn't like. I've never had a sliding door, so that's going to be a big help because I don't do residential, I do commercial. I'm in parking lots a lot, so the sliding door, that's another thing that I'll greatly appreciate. And as I'm getting older, these steps are going to be greatly appreciated too, to get in and out. So this is what we're working with. Let's see. It's actually bigger than I thought from the pictures, but you can kind of see that I've been experimenting a little bit. I used to do things like this, so right now I kind of just toss them in there to see what they look like, but I don't think those shelves can handle if they're all like brand new tanks, you know, full weight. So I don't know, I'm gonna see if I can use this shelf. If not, take it out. So we got these. You can see I've been trying to like kind of picture what I can do with this. These are pretty cool, but again, if I can't use them, you know, we'll rip it out. I would have to put either little containers in here where I can put stuff in, or dividers or something, because I don't want stuff flying around. That's the main reason I took out the shelves in the other van, is I didn't like that, you know, having to stack things. And then even if it's like boxes with handles, like pulling them out, I got to pull them up and out. So I don't know, there was different reasons why I took out the shelving in the other van, and we're gonna see if this stays, if this stays. If not, I can see myself putting a pack out, some pack out stacks right here where I can like actually build up right here, because I would prefer to keep this space open and maybe have some of my tool bags where I can just, you know, come over here, open the door, grab a tool bag, maybe have a few common parts, you know, like motors and stuff, where I can just grab and go. More so than the other one, I really want this one to be a grab and go at the door, because as you can see, this has a lot of stuff in here, and I just, that's why I wanted a taller van, was to, if I did have to go in, I wouldn't be hitting my head or anything like that. But since we're going with basically a normal height on this, it's kind of the same as my Express, I don't want to go in, and I shouldn't have to, except maybe this area, right? If if I go in, those shelves wouldn't be that hard to get to, but that's why I want to keep this open. I'm not sure, it must have been another trade. I'm not even sure what these are used for, but that's going to come out. I'd rather have a flat wall that I can put maybe more pack outs or tool bags up against the divider here. So definitely going to be a work in progress. And then I'll have like some stuff that I can easy access over here. So this area I'm really intrigued by, and you know, I can't wait to see what we can do with it. And if I can't find a use for these, they're getting ripped out. So now let's go over to the back. My bad, 150. I think I said 250 earlier. So here is the back. Again, you can see I've been kind of like seeing what I can do with it. So let's see if I can give you a better, okay. All right, so this is the back view. There's another shelf here. I think that's kind of awkward having the two meet like that. So like this, I don't even see myself being able to reach that from back here. I might just want a flat surface up here. Maybe that's probably the first one I would get rid of. And then that's the back of the other one. That would have been cool if there was double-sided. Or if I can put this one back to back with that one, maybe there's a use for that. We'll see. It's all experimental. I still want to keep, I don't want to fill this up either, because I do want to be able to carry either here or on the side. That's why I'm saying if I can leave that middle part open too, I need to carry compressors, coils and things like that. So I don't want to fill up the space completely. But that's what we're working with. It's not a blank canvas, but I have a lot of ideas. And then they had this raised floor, which I'm 50-50 on, right? I just wanted to see what fit in here. Obviously a ladder fits in here, but this thing came with the nice ladder racks up there, so I don't really need this per se, unless I carry more ladders. And then these are kind of in the way. I don't see a use for these just because of how shallow they are. If they were a little bit bigger, I could put like, you know, contactors, capacitors and stuff like that. Which if I can figure out a way to put a drawer on one side, right? Because I have stuff that I can put in there. I can put like, you know, like my step ladder. I have a cart that folds up. I can put it in there. Or I could also build or buy a drawer that fits in there, and then I can pull out and have, like I said, capacitors and different parts like that. And then for my tanks, so I have a lot of refrigerant tanks. If I cannot fit them over there, obviously I can fit, like if I take that shelving out that I showed you, on that side I can put my what do you call them? The racks for the tanks, I can put them there because they are 4-cylinder. I have one that's 4-cylinder and one that's 3-cylinder with the nitrogen and oxygen on top, where I can store all that. So that'll go over there because it won't fit here height-wise, unless I decide to stand them up and build something here, or I can put the rack system I have here mounted somehow, and then have my tank standing up. That way I can just come over here and grab, you know, nitrogen or something like that. All right, and this is a ladder system. All right, so you're gonna pull it out. All right, so I know there's a couple different styles. This one, I mean, it'll help me a lot. You know, just getting up here was a pain in the ass on my old van. I didn't reach, I had to jump up inside and then grab the ladder. But having this here will be a lot easier. Man, the sun is super harsh. It got up to 103 degrees. This heat wave, this heat is not going away without a fight. So, like I said, I think this is the last day of our super summer, like high heat waves and all that. So
nope.
Hopefully it's cooler. Gives me a little break. Here in Texas, it's AC season all year round, so it never slows down, even when it gets a little cooler. But yeah, so that's the layout that I'm working with. So if you guys have any suggestions, opinions, maybe you have something to say about it, let me know in the comments. You can throw something out there, or just let me know what you think of it. I think it's a pretty interesting layout setup. This van it was intriguing to me, and like I said, if all else fails, I can just rip it out and have it completely empty and start from scratch. But I think the easiest way for now, especially because I want to get this other van, give it like a tune-up, take it in to get a tune-up and give it to my dad. It's going to be like a backup. It runs fine, it works great, so I don't think we're going to give it up. But the easiest thing is just to throw everything in, right? Just throw everything at once and then lay it out, see what works, what doesn't work, use it for a few weeks and actually work out of it, and then I'll see what works best for me and all that. I'm gonna have to take out, a bunch of different little things. We'll see how many of these shelves I keep or take out. We'll see if the raised floor in the back is inconvenient. I can rip that out too, and I'll see if I can put anything else in there and get creative with it. But yeah, just a little update on the new van. I'm very excited to get into it and start working out of it, and it's going to be a process, right? Like I said, I'll throw everything in here, but it's going to be a process on what I like and don't like, and I'll let you guys know how that turns out, and we'll be back for a complete van tour. So like I said, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys. Electrician was my guess, and I think I was right.